just gives me 7 years to catch up. Praise the Lord. Archippus, it's kind of those, by the way, one of the things we did on the 19th, and I needed to stop to say this, is we took time to pray for our children. And guys, listen to the first line. If, you know you can't read it, that's bad design for projection, but it wasn't meant for projection. If our children do not see dramatic answers to specific prayers, we will lose them to Satan. Listen, my wife knows this from day one, when before she married me. And even when I took up ministry, my biggest fear has never been success in ministry. You say, why? Because if you know you are sent and you are equipped by God, you don't have to worry about success. Success is his responsibility. He says, Paul planted, Apollos watered, but increase comes from God. There's very little you can do about ministry. You can only plant and sow. Success ultimately comes from God. I don't know if you get the point I'm making. So sometimes you're sowing rubbish, but God is still merciful. Am I making sense? And so I've never been worried. But there are only two people I'm worried about in this life, is that they would reject this gospel that I'm preaching. Those are my sons. And they would get up and say, Dad was such a useless man, called himself a man of God, and yet he couldn't look after his wife or his children. Or he wasn't a responsible man, he couldn't achieve anything. So they are my greatest motivators. And they are the only two people I will accept that are greater than me. And that should be the prayer of every parent here, that your children are greater than you. It's not the job of the teens pastors. It's your job.